Annyeong Buzz, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the latest K-pop news and give you the real talk behind the headlines. Today, we have a really exciting update that I know MIDZYs all over the world have been waiting for. And honestly, this one feels extra special. ITZY, yes, Yeji, Leah, Ryujin, Chaeryeong, and Yuna. All 5 members have officially renewed their contracts with JYP Entertainment. Now, if you've been following K-pop for a while, you know that contract renewals are always a very nerve-wracking time for fans. Usually, contracts last about 7 years, and when that time comes, there's always this looming question. Will the group stay together, or will members go their separate ways? We've seen it happen before with other groups. Some continue as one, others split up, and sometimes even the biggest fandoms can't prevent changes. That's why ITZY renewing early is actually such a big deal. JYP announced that the members' contracts were supposed to expire early next year. But instead of waiting until the last minute, the girls made their decision ahead of time and re-signed together. That's a powerful move because it shows unity. They're not just waiting to see how things play out, they're actively choosing to move forward as 5, as ITZY. And that sends a really strong message not only to MIDZY, but to the industry as well. And if we think about it, this timing makes sense. ITZY has been through so much in their career already. They debuted in 2019, and from the very beginning, they've been under huge pressure to live up to JYP's reputation for producing iconic girl groups. Their debut song, Dala Dala, immediately blew up, and they've been delivering powerful concepts ever since. But, of course, it hasn't always been smooth sailing. They've faced criticism, competition, and the always tough challenge of finding their unique identity in an ever-growing K-pop scene. So for all of them to sit down and say, yes, let's keep doing this together, it's not just about loyalty to JYP, it's also about loyalty to each other and to their fans. I find that really admirable. It shows they're still hungry to grow, still motivated to show new sides of themselves. That's something JYP even emphasized in their official statement, that ITZY is united in their determination to keep evolving and to keep inspiring their fans. But let's pause for a moment and think critically. Do you think ITZY made the right choice by staying with JYP? I mean, on one hand, JYP is one of the big 3 companies. They have the infrastructure, the resources, and the global connections to keep pushing ITZY onto bigger stages. On the other hand, some fans have been frustrated with how JYP manages ITZY compared to other girl groups in the company's history. For example, promotions, song choices, and even line distributions sometimes spark debates. So I want to ask you, do you think staying with JYP guarantees ITZY the best future? Or would they have been better exploring a new agency where maybe they could reinvent themselves? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I think this is one of those discussions where MIDZYs can really share different perspectives. Now, here's my personal take. I think this renewal is a smart decision. ITZY is still young as a group. They've only been around for about 6 years, which in K-pop years might feel long, but in terms of legacy, they're still building it. Leaving JYP now could have been risky. Starting fresh at another company means starting over in some ways, and not every group can successfully pull that off. By staying, they keep their strong brand identity, they maintain their global fan base without interruption, and they can use the next few years to solidify themselves as one of the representative girl groups of this generation. And let's not forget, ITZY has the talent and the charisma to back this up. Yeji's leadership, Leah's vocals, Ryujin's stage presence, Chaeryeong's dance skills, Yuna's star power, together, they make such a well-rounded team. If JYP truly delivers on their promise of opening new opportunities and challenges, I can actually see ITZY leveling up to even greater heights. Maybe more international tours, maybe solo projects, maybe even acting gigs for some of the members. The possibilities are exciting. So the question is, what do you want to see ITZY do next now that their future with JYP is secured? Do you want more powerful girl crush concepts? Or do you hope they'll explore softer, more experimental sides of their music? Should they dive deeper into international collaborations? Or maybe try something totally new, like units or solo albums? Let me know in the comments because I think this is the perfect time for MIDZYs to dream big. One thing's for sure, with the contracts renewed, the anxiety is lifted. We can now look forward to ITZY's next chapter with some peace of mind, knowing the group isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And honestly, as a fan of K-pop in general, I'm just happy to see a group making this decision together. It's refreshing, it's inspiring, and it gives all of us something to cheer for. Now let's move on to another piece of news that shows just how much global power K-pop continues to have. This time, we're talking about KATSEYE because they've just broken their own record on the global charts with their hit song, Gabriella. So here's the breakdown. The UK's official charts released its latest official singles top 100, and guess what? KATSEYE ranked number 39 with Gabriella. That's no small feat, because the UK chart is notoriously difficult for international acts to break into, let alone K-pop groups. What makes this even more impressive is the fact that Gabriella had actually fallen off the chart for a bit after about a month. But then, after their performance at Lollapalooza in Chicago this August, the song came storming back, re-entering the charts and climbing for 7 consecutive weeks. That kind of comeback momentum is not easy to achieve, and it doesn't stop there. On Spotify's Weekly Top Songs Global, Gabriella ranked at number 11, rising 5 spots from last week. That makes it their 13th consecutive week on the global Spotify chart. Think about that, 13 straight weeks. That's consistency, that's staying power, and it shows that people around the world are still streaming this song nonstop. But KATSEYE didn't just stop at one song. They actually have 3 tracks charting simultaneously. Nally has been holding on for 20 weeks, sitting at number 68, while Touch landed at number 157. It's kind of wild when you think about it. Not many groups can maintain multiple songs on global charts at the same time, and KATSEYE is proving that they're not a one-hit wonder. And let's not forget Billboard. On the Hot 100 chart, Gabriella peaked at number 57, which officially breaks their previous record. Plus, their second EP, Beautiful Chaos, has been on the Billboard 200 for 11 weeks straight and is currently sitting at number 32. That's insane for a group that's still considered relatively new in the global scene. Now, here's what I find fascinating. KATSEYE is not just building numbers, they're building momentum at the perfect time. Their first solo tour, the Beautiful Chaos Tour, kicks off in November, covering 13 cities. Can you imagine the energy they'll bring to those shows, knowing that they've just achieved these chart milestones? And let's be real, nothing boosts an artist's confidence like walking on stage with new records under their belt. Fans are definitely gonna feel that energy live. But let me throw this question out to you guys. Do you think KATSEYE is about the next big global breakout group from K-pop? We've seen groups like BTS, Blackpink, and Stray Kids dominate the international stage. Could KATSEYE be carving their path to that same level? Or do you think they still need a few more years, a few more comebacks, before they hit that tier? I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially if you've been following them since their debut, versus if you just discovered them through Gabriella. Personally, I think this is only the beginning. The way Gabriella bounced back after Lollapalooza shows just how much live performances can reignite interest in a song. And with their upcoming tour, they're going to have plenty of chances to connect with fans face-to-face, which often creates long-term loyalty. Add that to their growing discography, and it feels like we're watching the rise of a new powerhouse. So, whether you're a MIDZY celebrating ITZY's renewed future, or a KATSEYE fan cheering for their chart domination, one thing is clear. K-pop is still growing, still surprising us, and still taking over the global stage in ways we couldn't have imagined just a few years ago. And that's where I'll leave you today. What did you think about ITZY's decision to re-sign with JYP and KATSEYE breaking records with Gabriella? Do you think both groups are set for even bigger success, or do you see challenges ahead? Let's start a discussion in the comments, because I love reading your perspectives and predictions. This has been Young Buzz, bringing you the latest K-pop news with a little extra buzz. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.